Hello everybody and welcome back to Getting Wrecked and Transport Fever. So we are trying to do the Industrialist achievement, which means connecting every single factory. And right now we are trying to get some steady income. Hopefully this guy might help us with that. That's one of our first passenger trains. So we are in the red here, which is not very good. So let's speed things up while I talk about the next step. So next step is to expand on this line. We might need to have more than 3 wagons in the future on these trains, but for now it will be enough. So we connected 3 cities, Havant, Galston and St. Helens. Now I haven't played this game for 2 weeks, so I might be a little bit out of my comfort zone here, but I want to add patchway to this train track. So we could connect passengers to Havant, and that should increase how many that are actually riding on this train. So we can build even more train cars on this. Yeah, the frequency is a bit low though, so maybe I want to have 2 trains on this. But still, so that's my plan, to add 1 more city to this passenger services. And that should give more passengers on every single train, since more cities are connected. So that's what we are going to do today when we actually have enough money. So since I'm lazy and I'm not going to edit this with some fast forwarding, I will talk about other things as well. So the next train we will get, I think, in Europe is at 1890, and that would be a train that can go 60 miles an hour. I'm not sure if it's worth it to upgrade to that for only 12 years until the next train. We will see, but I want to start producing some steel. That's my plan after the passenger service, and I'm thinking about using the iron ore down here. That's one thing I would like to do. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea. The only problem is that it's on the other side of this water, so we will need to have a train station here that goes over to this side and joins these guys. Swoosh. And we will bring that iron ore all the way down to this coal mine, I think. Now we do have steel here, so one good idea would be to bring the iron ore down here and then have a small shuttle service that goes back and forth here with the train. Or what I was kind of planning to do was to bring coal and iron ore with a boat over to this steel mill. Now, from an income perspective, I guess it's better to just use this steel mill here, because boats don't really generate a lot of money. The only problem is, well, it's not really a problem, I guess. So I would have a train that goes back and forth here with coal and iron ore. Maybe it even brings slag back to this coal mine. So we could bring slag with the iron ore train back all the way And then we have a couple of options. We could either make one more bridge and drop off any slag over here, or we could bring slag over here, or we could bring slag over here. Now I usually don't really like to make slag at the same time as I make steel, because that will make so much steel that I will be drowning in steel when you make slag as well, I think. So I'm not quite sure. But then when I have the steel, I would kind of like to have it go over here as well, as it's the same kind of train. Now we almost have enough money to make the next passenger train. And then I would like to have some kind of steel station here. So I bring all the steel to this machine factory. And the reason why I want to bring steel here is because then I think I should have a station, a really large station here at this factory that is connected to every single factory down here, because there are so many factories with steel that require steel down here. Like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factories that requires steel, and since we're going to supply every single factory, maybe I should have a really big hub here, and then have a train and this distributing the stuff around these other stations or other factories. I think that could be an interesting way of doing this, and then either we go for having each factory bringing the goods to a certain city, or we bring all the goods back to the same terminal down here and then have that as a distribution point for every single city, more or less. I'm not sure how good it will be at distributing these, because I mean this factory here could just as well just produce all the goods we need, more or less, so we don't need to connect these other guys. But I don't know, I just feel like that would be an interesting setup. I don't know if it's going to be the most efficient one, but anyways, let's see if we can add pathway to our setup here. So we have a decent hill up here we have to climb. So that's one issue. And also we have that coal mine down here, so I'm guessing we should maybe break off a little bit earlier than that. Maybe here somewhere we have a curve. So let's give these guys a chance to change tracks. I guess we can play a little bit. Do I want to demolish this road? Let's do it. Make the train tracks a little bit smoother. So we will most likely use these train tracks for the coal mine. Like I said, I'm not quite sure if I want to have a shuttle service going back and forth here. Ah well, that's a problem for another day. Let's try to climb this hill. that maybe. Doesn't feel too bad. So let's check the city. We could have a terminal station. That guy is kind of in the way. Yeah, I think we just destroy his poor house. That's fine. Maybe something like this. I'm kind of tempted to actually have freight station at the same place, but so something like that. And connect it. Oh, that's actually quite cheap in my opinion. We don't really need to speed things up too much. I think we will have enough money if we borrow it. So don't really need to play along right now, but it's fine. It's fine. So let's give them a chance to cross the road here, the railroad. If we really need to. Too much slope. Well, let's connect it like that. That's good. That's good. And put the depot outside the city somewhere. I don't care. That's only 25,000. So yeah. What do we have here? The Prussian, sure. And this guy. Let's start with 3, just as before. So Patchway, and then to Halston. Havant. Yeah, we need to connect that part as well. That's for sure. Patchway to Havant. Passengers. And make it blue. Right, so well, at least it's decently flat here. Home. But we have the station up on the hill. That's not the best, but alright, well. Yes, the train is complaining. Yeah. He can't find his way. Let's try to help him. $81. Yeah, that will have to be upgraded later on, but right now it should be fine. It should be slow. Slow like that. And then we need a diamond crossing. Too much slope. Yeah, I think I will hear that once more. Yeah, too much slope. Right, well, that was kind of expected. I don't really want to borrow money just before the next month, but... or next year, I should say. Oops. Okay, and they are usually using different platforms, that's good. Now we only need to add some kind of passenger service here. Oh, we can repay the money. Thank you. The bank will be happy with us. I feel like if I place a station here, I'm kind of wasting all this area for future buildings. Okay, so now we can borrow more money. I think it's fine to remove that building. And if I say it's fine, it's fine. So a circle route here. I really don't like circle routes, but since if I go from this location down here, that will take ages. So I'm not sure how happy people will be with that. Yoink. So this is Patchway passengers. Make it baby blue. Repay the debt. Speed things up. And I will also add these stations on the other side as well, just in case if I need to have buses going the other direction as well. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, it's fine. So let's check how our old passenger lines are working. 15 passengers, okay, that's not as many as I had hoped for. There are a lot of passengers waiting here, but they want to go to St. Helens. Alright, this guy's fully loaded. I'm guessing I should give him more cars. Yeah. He's actually making profit. Now I'm not sure if this city will ever grow on the other side of this train station, but at least I try to give it a chance. I also think we can get a couple of more road vehicles here, like so. I definitely need more passenger cars on this guy. That would be a good idea to have the depot closer to the station. Because I want to leave these people or drop them off at the station and then send it to the depot. So now it will have to go empty here, but it's That's alright, that's quite alright. I think we will go quite big on this train. Maybe, well, big, I don't know. But I think I will... Oh, new train. That train sucks though, so don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. Because if you check this train, the new train here. Right, you went to the other direction. You'll be able to find your way to Goldstone. But if you look at this guy is super strong. But it's super expensive as well. I mean, it weighs only 30 tons, but it has 290 kilowatts. Like, it's double the strength of this guy. But I can't see how you will be able to afford that with that top speed of only 40 kilometers an hour. That's just as bad as the first train. And I could build 7 or 6 of these small trains for one of these trains. And if I build 6 of these, they actually have the same power anyway, and way more tractive effort, so I don't know what they are thinking about. Right, we're actually making quite a lot of money here. This is the new line. That's actually picking up quite fast. It's already almost more popular than the other line, so I think it's because the cities are much closer. I think that's most of the reason. Six passengers, yeah. I'm quite impressed with how fast this one is picking up if we compare with Havant before. This station is really far out though, so maybe that's the reason as well. Maybe we could help. I don't know how this works. If I like add something like this, if I had the money. If I had the money, come on. I'm wondering if that will help them to build here, or if maybe that just makes things worse. I mean, we have a lot of area here. If you had a road straight through like this, they would have a good chance of living there. There are a lot of roads down here in the industrial area though. Yeah, now it's mostly about, do I want to make these, do I want to connect these before I actually have better trains? It is still, like I said, I think it's 7 years left until the next tier of trains. But at the same time, they really want to have trains of different caliber on the same route. I think this is a too big a project to do right now. I don't think we have a strong enough income just now, so maybe we should look for adding some other shenanigans here. I could add more cities to our passenger network. These guys up here, for example, they are in the same height, all these 3 cities and the Leatherhead as well. The only problem is to maybe bring them down to Goldstone. That might be a bit of an issue. It's a little bit of a hill, but not too much of a climb really. We could also connect this farm either with the same food processing plant or with another one like this one. The problem is with connecting it to this one is that we have quite We need to have like a tunnel here almost. $1 million tunnel. That's quite bad. Could make it down here as well, but that would be even more expensive, I guess. And the reason why I don't want to use the same food processing plant is because usually they have a hard time to distribute the correct amount, so at the same time you could use that to advantage maybe. Yeah, I'm quite intrigued to have this food processing plant bringing livestock, or well, that farm bringing livestock down here and bringing food back to Leatherhead. Well, how bad would it be to just make it straight through here? It doesn't look too bad actually. We have 120 meters. Yeah, it would definitely require a tunnel. Is it worth it? Or should I spend the money instead of making a longer line for the same amount of money? Like, instead of paying 1 million for making a tunnel here, I could spend 1 million to connect like the livestock down here instead. I'm guessing. Yeah, let's do it. Let's believe. So I can't remember. Do I usually use the longest platforms? I think I do. It will be kind of hard to make that climb though. Also, are we close enough? Yeah, it should be close enough. I mean, if you have a terminal station, we will have to dig through that hillside anyways. I still believe this is going to happen one way or another. Maybe go a little bit wide here. Oof. Goodbye, old Samanis. That was a little bit too much of a corner, but 400, 300, yeah. Maybe it would have been cheaper with a tunnel anyway. Can we use these tracks for lumber by any chance? No sawmill down here. Well, we have a sawmill up there. Sawmill's down there, so maybe we can use this later on. Right. Buckingham, here we come. Now, maybe I should have tried to like decide if I'm going to use these train tracks for something else, like all these industries maybe use the same train tracks, so I should think of what I'm doing, but I just got the feeling to build something here, so who have put all these fields in the way? Well, one field is not too bad to remove, but we could remove the road down here and put it down a bit further away. Now I might be using these for grain, so let's have at least 2 train tracks. That's going to be enough. That is going to be enough. 227, alright. Alright, I take it. Who is complaining now? I think it's the station on the other side of this fabulous track. I already feel like we are in this situation where we can actually spend quite a lot of money, so that feels pretty good. What doesn't feel very good is how we are going to fit the diamond crossing here. Got the game complaining forever and ever. Construction not possible. Well, let's make it a bit further down then. Thank you. Oh, that didn't even become a diamond crossing, that's fine. That is fine, and then we go down here. We will have a diamond crossing down here as well. Right after the good old... Is this a diamond crossing? Yeah. After the level crossing we can have a diamond crossing, and then we need to be able to bring the food into Buckingham as well. The commercial area is right in the center of this city. Terminal station, I mean, guess so. Feels a bit weird to have a station that is longer than the whole freaking town. But I like it. It looks totally fine. One building will be removed. 2 buildings will be removed. Right. So you need to be able to get to that direction, and then you need to be able to get to this other direction as well. We're going to have the crossing before or after. I kind of guess with this setup we need to have the crossing after. If you want to change tracks you have to do it before you get to the station. It should work fine for the time being. The only problem is that I need to put down 2 diamond crossings instead of 1, which is always a bit of a gamble. Well, that actually worked. Okay. I'm quite surprised. So we will have a new line that goes from livestock to food processing plant to city. So this is going to be Buckingham, Havant, livestock and food. Make it some kind of green, I think. Okay, I had some kind of other darker green. That green maybe? Good, good. Nice, we don't need any shuttle services either. Now we just need to place expensive what is it called? Depot. It feels like it's kind of hilly here. Nope. As flat can be. So goods wagon. Are we doing 10? We're doing how many that was? I can't say. Go! Fully load. Thank you. And then we need to delete this line 1 because I made a boo-boo. I mean, it's almost green, but it's not quite. Nice. So that should work fine. We need a couple more signals. And then maybe we need one more train. But after that we should be having... Is this a passenger train, passenger boat, or is that... I think it is. It would be good if you could actually click on these to read about them. Because I don't know if it's a freight boat or if it's a passenger boat. I think it's a passenger boat, but how can I know? Well, I can build a freaking depot and see that way, but that feels a little bit too much. Choo choo. I feel like we will have trains getting stuck here one day or another. So how many wagons did that guy get? He got 8. Let's get 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And send you on the same line. No, was it the wrong line? It was the wrong line. Fully load. Repay. Find that other train. Get some money. Look at the income. Get happy. So this is something I usually don't like to do, like as expanding in the middle of nowhere. But at the same time we will get better trains soon, and I don't want to start buying more and more trains on these tracks, since if I'm going to add this iron ore, I'm kind of tempted to wait until the next year. It's only 4 years left, I think. I don't even know if it's 19 or 1890, but I think it is. But then we will add the iron ore, the coal down here, to either this steel mill or this steel mill. I think it would be more fun to use boats going back and forth here. And the good thing with boats is that they don't need different kind of wagons for steel and ore, so look at this guy's already full. Buckingham doesn't have the highest need, so having these trains a little bit shorter might be a good idea. But this raises the question of, do I need to have passenger services up here as well, so I can actually make a Buckingham grow, so the need grows as well. But then I kind of painted myself into a corner, because I will have a hard time to cross with train tracks if I'm going to have passenger station as well. Like, I would like to have it maybe here, something like this, or down here, maybe here. And I need to go over and or under this track in order to get to Shard. So, but I think that could be a good setup as well, to actually bring these guys together, or all these cities together, and then have like one giant station in Leatherhead, since I want to make one hub city, and I still haven't decided if the hub city will be Galston or if it will be Leatherhead. I'm quite sure. But anyways, when this guy is full, we will join him and end this episode with 2 new train tracks, or new train lines. That's a new record. I usually try to make 1 each episode, but this time we made 2. Choo choo! But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye!